It's good to have a shot of espresso just before.
Yeah, yeah. Just,
Yeah, it's nice to. Well, thank you, Miguel, for joining me. It's a pleasure to have you.
it's a pleasure to be here too. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, you were my student. You
Yeah.
started taking lessons, English lessons, and can you explain why? Like, what was the purpose for you to take lessons to improve your English?
Yes, it was important because I'm a solution architect, and in my job, I have to convince, to explain to different stakeholders. I have to make decision, and sometimes it may cost a lot of money. So yeah, clearly. So I have to be good, to have an expert posture, and to explain very well what I and what I
Like, why? Yeah.
yes, the why is very important. So there's a
Hmm.
lot of communication, a lot of meetings, a lot of um,
Yeah,
I
and
have.
these meetings, sorry, these meetings are in English or in French?
It depends. It depends. Mostly in French, but it may happen in English too because I have to do meetings with, for example, with cloud providers or and a lot of actors in the IT domain are English or speak English. So it's the English is a language for IT. So I have to speak
Hmm.
English and to explain. And for example, most of my studies are written in English. So so it's important for me to have a good English level, clearly.
Right, clearly, yeah. But so when you started your job, you, uh, s- sorry, where do you work? What's the company that you work for?
Sorry, I work for One Point. It's a consulting company.
Okay, so when they hired you, the role already was necessary to speak a little bit of English with stakeholders, right?
Yeah, yeah. And as One Point now have new offices in Canada, in United States, and in a lot of new countries. So it may happen that I have to speak English with my colleagues, and
Okay, okay, so this is a big company.
yeah, yeah, a big one. Yeah,
Okay, and it's a French company?
it's it's a French company. Yeah,
Oh,
it's
cool,
growing. It's growing. So there's a lot of
cool.
new offices, and yeah.
Okay, and so at what point did you say to yourself, I feel like, that this is, let's say, a techno, learning English would improve my career. At what point did you say, hey, I think there's something to do here?
It's a good question. I think it came progressively, and it was something that was in my mind, and I don't know if there's a precise moment
Hmm.
when I decided to take lessons, but
Right.
I think it was no. I'm not. There is no not a precise moment, but I feel like it was the. I felt like it was the moment to do it because I had to. I, I made some interviews and some. I had some meetings when where I felt a little uncomfortable and I know that I can that I could I can do a
Better.
lot better. Yeah, so
Right.
I had to take these lessons to prove myself that I was capable of doing a lot better. And I
Right.
think right now more concentrated on what I want to do and not on the grammar or other things. And I'm no longer afraid to do mistakes. I know that I will continue to do mistakes, and
Right.
I know that there's a lot to improve. But
Right.
I'm I think I know that my English is good enough
To communicate.
to express myself. Yeah,
Yeah.
clearly.
Absolutely. Right. Yes. And, I feel the same in French. When I was, growing up, in Canada, in Montreal, which
Yeah,
is a francophone city, but there's a huge community of Anglophones, and I'm part of the Anglophone community. So I went to school in English. I spoke to my brother and my parents in English. My friends, my TV, all that was all in English.
yeah,
And when I had to find a job, a good job, that's when I realized, I need French. And I was very bad at school in French. Like even today, I was helping my son with his homework, and his French was better than mine. I wasn't sure what grammar rule to use.
yeah.
You know,
But French is such a difficult language. I think it's very hard, and I think that French people are maybe a little bit too focused on grammar and on. In French, it's
yes,
very you always add this fear of
mistakes.
mistakes, yeah. And when you and people you're in front of you always
Right.
point your mistakes.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
So
Yes.
sometimes it can be very difficult to
Yes.
speak in French.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes. And people say that, right? That all of my clients say, yeah, French is hard, English is easier. In a way, yes. But in another way, what I want to say is that, for example, because when I speak French in France, I make mistakes, but nobody is making fun of me. Nobody's mocking me. No one corrects my mistakes, except for my wife. And I think it's because, well, the person in front of me, they know that's not my first language. They know it. They hear my accent. And
clearly.
it's the same for us when we hear a French person speaking English, or any person speaking English that's not their native language. They make mistakes, and we don't care. We're like, okay, they're just, we let it go, because who cares? It's the communication is the most important thing.
Yeah, and maybe the difference is that English is a business language, and
Right.
a lot of person who speak English are not native English speakers. So
Right.
very
Right. Yes, that's right. The majority, the
yeah,
most people in the world. Yeah, that's right. That's a good point. It's business, and not even necessarily commerce, but business. Like, let's take care of business. Let's get things done. Let's.
exactly.
Yeah. So that's right. I think that's a big part of my job, is to deprogram. The mindset of it's okay, who cares, man, make mistakes, and learn to speak. And I think that's why, for example, the club, the
Yeah,
group lessons is also useful, because you're speaking to other tech people, and who cares, you're getting better because you're using words, and you're getting feedback. And what do you think?
exactly, exactly. And I think it's really um, the, maybe the most important thing is to really to practice and to to be confident, and
Yeah.
and as soon as we practice a little and we get confidence, uh,
Yeah.
automatically we are more fluent, and we focus more on the things we want to say, not the way we say it, but really what we want to say. And it's really important to practice with different people, because in a meeting it will be the same. Mm,
Yeah. Right. You're going to
the,
be talking. Right.
mm,
And in meetings, when you're talking to your interlocutors, which is a word, it's a word in English. Are they from another country often?
yes, yes, clearly,
Mm.
clearly from. I remember recent meetings from Portugal, from Italy, from everywhere in the world. So there's a
Right.
lot of different accents, different levels of English too. So
Right. Right. And I want to ask you something else.
yeah,
Do they understand you when you speak, or or do they say, "I'm sorry, Miguel, your French accent, I don't understand."
no, I think they understand me. The problem is not them. It's me because I was mm, I was focusing on my mistakes. So sometimes I I wasn't. I think I wasn't too bad, but I stopped because I know that I've done a mistake, and
Right.
it's really in my head because I want to be perfect, and it's not possible. And I know that as I said, I will continue to do mistakes and a lot of mistakes, but it's no longer a problem because I know that the my interlocutor understand me, and that's the most important thing, and that's it.
Right,
But
because when you're focusing on, yeah, when we focus on the mistake that we've made, then the next words that we're stuttering,
yeah,
we're
exactly, we start
hesitant.
stuttering. Exactly, and we lose the control of the conversation. So it's
Exactly, you got it.
mm,
Yeah, yeah. I remember forever. My wife, when my friend, we would have guests, come over to the house, and I would say, "Merci d'avoir venu chez moi,"
yeah,
and and they would smile, and but they would not correct my mistake. It was only at the end that my wife would say, "Hey,
yeah, but
it's merci d'être venu. Come on." She would tell me this over and over and over.
yeah, the most important word in this sentence is merci, and
Exactly.
the
Merci
rest is
and exactly. And my smile and my non-verbal cues and
exa
welcome and yeah,
exactly.
yeah. Um, your job, solutions architect.
Yeah.
I'm fascinated by what this means. Is this like the back end, or is it like thinking about solutions, or what is it exactly? I'm
Um,
sure it's hard for you to
yeah, no,
explain,
no, I
even in
can.
French.
I'm gonna try to explain, but
Uh,
in fact, I'm helping companies to modernize their information systems, and to do so, I have to understand what they are doing, to understand the processes.
oh, so you
Uh,
work with clients?
yeah, with clients, yeah,
Wow.
really,
Okay.
really, and
Wow.
and and I have to understand all that and how to improve the processes, the applications, and for example, nowadays with artificial intelligence, I have to understand and to help them to implement artificial
Implement.
intelligence,
Oh, yeah.
and to do
That's
that,
crazy.
yeah, and
Wow.
what
Because
is
you have to
complicated.
understand their system first. Like you have to look at, and every system is different. So you got to understand their system first and then recommend solutions.
Yeah, and then design the solution to implement it, and it can be difficult because you have to understand not only the technology but the people, the organization, and you have to reinsure them. Can you say
Yeah,
that?
reassure. Yep,
Yeah,
reassure them.
reassure them
Right, because they're stressed about all the changes.
because
Right.
change is very stressful, and
Yeah.
that's clearly my job. So it depends on the client and the context. It's every time it's a different job. So that's why I love this job, and really we have to in this job you have to find the right solution and and the right solution is different each time. It's really depending on the client.
Yeah, right. So cool. And how important is AI today? Like, I mean, in terms of,
I
you know,
think,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. In terms of potential, it's very, very important, very strong. But I think that the maturity is not here right now, and most of the companies are just starting to think about what they can do with AI, and it's just the beginning. But clearly, for example, in the company I'm working with now, with my client, for my client, we are implementing AI in few use cases, and we start to I think they are starting to see what we can do and how much it can improve processes. But I think that it's bring a lot of changes, transformation, and
Yeah.
you have to like all new technology, or I think it's more than a new technology. It's really a revolution, and
Yeah.
I think that first we have to change our mindsets, and it's a first step really to understand what it can bring and what it will change, and but it's already here, and I think in maybe in the next 6 months it will change a lot of things, and even my job. I know that it's also a threat for me because I know it will change my job, but I have not just, and I think we all have to embrace this new technology to understand it, because it will change our lives. I think it's already the case, but I think the next 6 months of maybe next year is going to be a breaking change in technology, and not only in technology, in IT, but even in our everyday life.
Yeah.
But yeah, we can be afraid of that, but the fact is, it is here, and I think we have no other choice to take this technology and to try to make it a good thing, because
Yes.
there's I think there's like in every new technology there's a lot of good things and bad things, but
Absolutely.
but I think there are many good things,
Oh,
and maybe well,
yeah. No, for me, look, from an educational, from I'm a training company, and so my goal is, right, obviously to train people in English, and it's such a blessing and revolution, this technology for the good. I mean, for example, I'm learning all this stuff too, right?
yeah,
But like using AI during the one-on-one class, for example, and then at the end getting an automatic report. Here's all the mistakes that were made, so that I don't have to stop you and say, "Hey, there is a little mistake you made." But no,
yeah,
we focus on the flow. You learn from your own mistakes. Perfect, because there are 350,000 words in the English dictionary. What, I'm going to teach you all of them? No. Let's start with the ones that you want to produce naturally, right? And
yeah.
here's the correct way to say those natural words that you want to use, for example. And then here's a lesson plan for next time based on what, building upon what. So super hyper personalized, customized, automated. So it saves time for the teacher. It's more efficient for the student. They learn better.
Hmm.
I'm super excited about it for me, from my perspective. And I used to be worried, well, it's okay, it can replace teachers. And it can, and it already does. Like there's AI apps where you can, and that's a good thing. If you're from a country where, you know, uh, you don't have a lot of money or whatever, right? You can learn like pretty cheaply, But I know that deep down we're still humans. We're still Homo sapiens. We like
Exactly.
other people. You know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'm not worried about that. I think we still need to communicate, and maybe we will communicate even more, and or we will focus on other things. And
Yeah.
it's a as I said, it's a revolution, like
It is a revolution, and
industrial revolution. Things have
absolutely
changed each time, and human being
adapt.
adapted. Yeah,
We're
each
so good
time.
at adapting. We're really good
Exactly.
at
We,
adapting,
we,
man.
we we are survivors. So,
Yeah, yeah, we really are. We're super adapters, man.
so
Absolutely. Yeah,
I'm not worried about that.
for sure. And I mean, but it's true that, for example, if you're just graduating now and you're looking for jobs, and the type of job you're looking for is like entry level, and yeah, it's tricky for sure, you know.
Yeah, clearly. I think it's gonna take some time to maybe I don't know how to say that. Maybe to stabilize or to we need some time. But right now it's hard for people who come on the market, and
For sure.
for 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 people like me too. I'm 46 years old now, and I've seen a lot of things, and
Oh, we're the same age. Ah, okay.
yeah,
Ah, okay.
yeah, and clearly I see things changing, and that I say to myself that I have to be part of this change, and I have to embrace it, and really
Yeah.
to try to s- to make something good of it. I think really we can do good things with it.
Oh, that's good. Oh, it feels good to hear some positive talk, you know.
We need
Oh,
we need it. We need
we
it.
do, we do. Thank you so much. You know, I honestly think we could talk for hours,
Yeah,
and
clearly.
let's not. This is not the end. Let's stay in touch.
Yeah,
Join my community and on Slack. I don't know if I've sent you that link, maybe.
not
No,
yet.
perhaps not. Okay, I will
Not
send
yet.
that
Yeah.
to you.
Okay.
I appreciate you as a student. Thanks for sharing with others your experience.
Thank you,
And
Robert. Really.
yeah, I really enjoy you as a person. Thank you so much for this.
Thank you for the invite, and I hope I will improve my English, and I will think about you and about the lesson about America also. That I want to thank, and really thank you for all, and I hope it will inspire other students or other people like me who wants to improve their English, and I'm very happy with what I've accomplished. So really, thank you, Robert, and hope I will see you soon.
Yeah, let's stay in touch. Thanks again. Take care. Have a
Bye.
good day.
Thank
Bye bye.
you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.